Back to another video here on the channel. We are making fried bread dough today. I've got bread dough. This is already raised, and then I cut it with a cookie cutter into a round circle, and then I rolled it out just a little bit thinner, and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to fry that up. As soon as you put those in the pan, they're going to fluff up a little bit. That's okay, that's normal. But you want to get them thin because you don't want them doughy in the middle. Now, some of you are probably wondering, what is fried bread dough? Fried bread dough is exactly what it sounds like. It's bread dough fried. It is, it's a Belgian dessert. It is very similar in essence to like a German baklava, but it's not as flaky. Baklava is kind of flaky. And you put honey on it. And fried bread dough you use with brown sugar. So, after we get these cut up, we're going to put them in a pan with oil. We're going to let them sit for just a few minutes on the back side. They're going to get a nice brown, very similar to what you do to like a grilled cheese. Get that nice golden brown. Then we're going to put some butter and we're going to put some brown sugar on them. And I like to drizzle just a little bit, well, not drizzle because it's a solid, but I like to sprinkle just a little bit of cinnamon on there. Boom! That's going to be good. So, after we let these cook for just a little bit, we're going to get some honey. I'm sorry, not honey. Now I'm thinking about baklava. I'm going to get some butter. We're going to get some brown sugar. And show you how these look. So I have got a pan that was already preheated. So these don't need to take a real long time to cook because you don't want them to be burned. You want just a nice golden brown. When you flip them, then you're going to want to push down on them a little bit because you don't want them to be too fluffy. And you're going to want to serve the first side that was cooked because the back side is not going to be as smooth. And you want that nice smooth look. So these are really hot. You want to let them cool a little bit before you put the butter and brown sugar on them because brown sugar will actually melt on it and then it looks more like a syrup. And you want it to be nice crystals. So I have a few cooked up already that we can go ahead and put butter and brown sugar on. We're just going to put a little bit of butter on there. Now you're going to want to butter them when they're still a little bit warm if possible because obviously you want the butter to melt, but you don't want the butter to just melt everywhere and make a dripping mess. And again, like I said, you don't want the brown sugar to melt, and brown sugar will melt if it's too hot. It becomes a liquid. So if it melts just a little bit, that's perfect because that'll help hold it in place when you eat it. But you'll still see the crystals of the brown sugar, and that's what you want. Let's put just a little bit more on this one. And then I'm going to sprinkle just a little bit of cinnamon. This is actually going to give you somewhat of a French toast taste because you've got the brown sugar and you've got the cinnamon and essentially you've got bread. There you go. Belgian fried bread dough. If this is your first time visiting the channel and you haven't already and you want to, please subscribe.